Hello everyone, I'm glad you're here with me again. At the end of the previous video that was based on the question of do you believe in God? At the end of the video we spoke about that the word was coded Yehovah, Yahweh, Yahweh, and that every time it's been used it was pronounced with the name of Adonai or Hashem in order to keep the code hidden from the eyes of those who are not ready for it because they might abuse it or abuse the knowledge that this code contains. We all know the story of Prometheus that gave the fire to mankind and therefore was punished by the gods according to the Greek mythology. So the idea of knowledge that is given to those who are not ready for it, it's been in the human civilization since the dawn of history. Those who are not ready for the knowledge, they would abuse it and they would hurt themselves and others with it. So that's why the name has been coded. And only the chosen ones who have the Torah, who have the vision, are able to decode it. And when I say Jews now, I don't mean Israelis or a national background or a religious background as we know it, but I mean the literal meaning of the word. Just like there's a literal meaning of the word that is used to describe those who are not ready to receive the knowledge. In the language of today, you can call them NPCs, zombies, enablers, sheeple, narcissists, golden children. In the language of the ancients, or in the language of Judaism, they are called goys, which literally means corpses. Maybe some know the female case, gvia. And corpse, or a dead person, is an indication to someone who misses conception. Because in order to conceive, one needs the literal meaning of Judaism. Not the meaning that is used to indicate to a nation or to a cult/religion, but I'm speaking about the literal meaning, which is in Hebrew called Yahadut, which is the literal meaning of gratitude. The verb hoda means thanked or acknowledged or admitted. This is important because admitting and acknowledging the truth, this is the act that allows us to resonate with gratitude, which is the key to abundance. And it must be in the being, in the resonance. That's why the verb yodeh, to acknowledge, to thank, and yehudi is the being of acknowledgement, which is gratitude. Again, we are not talking about a religion or a cult or a nation, but rather about a value. People who identify themselves with Judaism as a religion/cult or as a nation have missed the point, including the rabbis. The letter Hey is important because it indicates to the being, not pretending, not faking. It's the being and the resonance of the being. Avram, Avraham, Abram, Yeshua, Yehoshua. So what differs the grateful from the corpse is that ability to acknowledge the truth and resonate with gratitude. Everyone has consciousness, but not everyone has the ability to acknowledge the truth. In the language of today, we may use terms like empathic or empathy. Now, I'm not talking about empathy that is defined by narcissists in order to give them access to abuse people and drain them from their emotional wealth in the name of ethics and morality. I'm not talking about that empathy, but I'm talking about empathy as the ability to resonate with gratitude as a result of acknowledging the truth, of seeing and acknowledging the truth. And we dedicated many videos on this channel about narcissism and empathy. Now, I know when we use terms like Jewish or Muslim or Christian, etc., we might trigger some resistance mechanisms of some people because many of us are programmed since childhood to associate those terms with some political approach or an emotional state that is programmed by a concept or propaganda. So when they're associated with a political bias, they might experience fear or anger or perhaps hatred or sense of superiority or national pride. But please remember that when I use those terms now, that has nothing to do with political definitions. I'm talking only about the codes in the logos of the ancient wisdom before it was converted into cults and political agendas. So if someone converts his or her religion to something else after watching this video, means that they didn't get the point. I'm not talking about a religion. It's only about vision and judgment, ability to see the truth and acknowledge and resonate with gratitude. And when I speak about acknowledging the truth, we need to know that the word truth in Hebrew is another word or another name of God. In the Hebrew language, Emet, Aleph is the first letter, Alpha. Mem is the middle letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Taf is the last letter. So when someone says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, it corresponds with the truth, which is one of the names of God. So every time you hear, the truth will set you free, God will set you free, I am the truth, I am the Alpha and the Omega, it's all the same thing. Acknowledging the existence of God, acknowledging the truth is the same. So Emet, Aleph, Mem, Taf, the beginning, the middle, the end, the truth. And I spoke in the past about the meaning of Alpha. I dedicated a video for it. We have Mem from mime, water, and Taf of the rhythm and the structure. So we have the Alpha channeling the content within the structure. And we also talked about such thing in a video that I made in the past. What is true art?